The Democratic Socialists of America held their annual convention in Atlanta over the weekend. As you might expect from a socialist event, there were hints of totalitarianism from the very beginning. Upon arrival, socialists were given the rules: no clapping, no talking to cops, and no aggressive scents.
First of all, in this room, I see that no one's clapping for me. It could be because I'm not engaging, but it also is because everyone's doing this. And that's really important, because those loud bursts of noise, even though this is a noisy space, when we can do something like reducing that, that's really important. So please don't clap, shoot up these. You have to have your credentials at all time. We're not trying to be jerks, but there are right-wing infiltrators who are trying to get in here. Don't really talk to anybody who doesn't have a credential. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to MAGA. We're almost there. There's also in Piedmont 8 a completely quiet room. One thing to note there, please don't go into that space with anything that's like an aggressive scent, for instance, right? Try to be chill, right? Take a deep breath. And feel better before you say anything.
So at a traditional socialist convention, comrades would applaud Stalin, for example, for half an hour. But at the DSA convention, they were obediently silent.
Could you all give one more round of ASL applause for our fantastic speakers? We are so lucky to have you in the socialist movement.
But for some, the silence wasn't enough. When the floor was open for comments, the complaints began to roll in. Watch this.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronouns?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
No gendered language. The guy, or person we should say, complaining about sensory overload was a guy called James Jackson. He's a self-described socialist from Sacramento. Jackson was complaining about the noise. It was something of a theme for the weekend.
I have already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload, and that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety. Like, the be comradely isn't just for, like, you know, let's keep things civil or whatever. It's so that people aren't going to get triggered and so that it doesn't affect their performance as a delegate.
So it used to be when the proletariat gathered for a convention, they talked about how to liberate the proletariat. But now they talk about triggering James's anxiety. Things have changed a lot.